We have more than enough of the Pfizer and Moderna vaccine to be able to offer all those who are under 30 one of those two vaccines. And the maths is that there are 10.1 million people aged between 18 and 29 in this country, in the UK, and 1.6 million of them have already been vaccinated because either they're care workers or they might be clinically extremely vulnerable. That leaves around 8.5 million people, and we have more than enough Pfizer and Moderna vaccine so that if all of them get that jab, then we'll be able to ensure everybody can get it, and it doesn't impact on the speed of the rollout. That's right. There is no evidence of these events after second doses as opposed to after first doses. We've now done over 5.5 million second doses. In fact, 1 in 10 adults in the country has had both doses of the vaccine. So we've already seen a very large number of second doses as well. And there, of course, we remain vigilant, but there is no evidence of this effect after second doses. And therefore, unless you've had this type of reaction from the first dose, in which case obviously it's important to talk to a doctor, but that's extremely rare, then you should just go forward and have your second dose. And so that vaccination program continues apace. And I'm really glad that the uptake of second doses has been extremely high, 99.4% of people, which is almost unheard of. 99.4% have been coming forward to get their second dose, and that is really important because the second dose gives you that extra protection. Well, the first thing to say is that the vaccines are safe. And if you want to have the Pfizer vaccine or Moderna vaccine instead, then that is fine. The second thing to say is that COVID is a horrible disease, and long COVID affects people in their 20s just as much, it seems, as any other age group, and can have debilitating side effects that essentially ruin your life. We've seen some of the stories of the impact on people unable to get their breath many, many months afterwards, and the mental health impacts of having COVID are increasingly clear as well. So the important thing for people to take into account is that the safety system that we have around this vaccine is so sensitive that it can pick up events that are 4 in a million. I'm told this is about the equivalent risk of taking a long-haul flight. We are on track to deliver to all categories 1 to 9, as we call them, the over 50s, the clinically extremely vulnerable, and carers and health and social care workers, to deliver all of that, offer a first jab by the 15th of this month, which is at the end of next week. We're on track for that, and we are on track to deliver to offer a jab to all adults by the end of July.